Now I've got 2 coats of high build primer on this clutch cover. I'm going to take some 1000 grit right here, and I'm going to go over some of the areas that I know could have higher low spots. And I'll show you how we do that as soon as I get the cat out of, get out of my chair. Get out of there. Send you to the glue factory. So, what you want to do is sit down. This should be black lacquer, but it's enamel because I didn't have any black lacquer. Lacquer works better because it comes off easier because all the primer is lacquer based. So enamel comes off a little bit harder. But all this black here is for blocking or to see my high and low spots. So I know that I've got spot putty here and around here, so let's go a little bit here and around here, nice and easy. You just want to go a little bit nice and easy, and as it starts to come off, you want to just slowly wipe it off. Remember, our main goal is to just make the surface smooth so that when the final coat goes on, it's really gonna make it look good. And I know that this paint is still going to dry, and it will continue to dry for a few weeks. But if I have enough clear on the job, suppose I have 6 coats of clear on here, I may have to go through 3 of them before it dries. But that won't be a big deal because I can always apply more clear. And I have a little too much blocking paint on here. The reason is I used the end of a can of black, and what it did was it kind of shot out a little bit of this and that. Remember, we had some low spots in the plastic right in here, right in the middle here, and here, and you can see it if you looked at it from this angle. Well, I decided just to take that out because we're going to do the job right. You don't have to take it out. You don't have to be that precise about it. The trick is you don't want to get absolutely totally perfect about it. Because sometimes what a painter can do is, with deficiencies and everything in their lives, and they think they aren't perfect, they want to make their car or their bike totally perfect. And what they're actually trying to do is they're trying to change themselves. But it doesn't work like that. Because you can make your car or your bike absolutely perfect, but the girls out there ain't looking to go to bed with your car or your bike. They're looking at you. And it doesn't matter what kind of car or bike you have or how much money you got. All them stereo people telling you got the biggest amount of wattage and everything in your car stereo and you're going to get the girls, that's a bunch of crap. You're only going to get the girls if the girls like you. And if they don't like you, well, then all the money in the world isn't going to help. Well, I take that back. Some girls are into money. But that's my take on the subject. And then you can begin to see the high and the low spots on this edge. I've taken some of my sandpaper and started to sand down on the cover. I want to show you the little things that your eyes will not see, but the contrast of the blocking color will see. You can see we have a little low spot right here, another low spot here, right up in here, You can see with this one big gulb I've left like that to show you what the blocking can bring out. Also, we have low spots right in here, right along this line, up in here. Now these low spots aren't that bad. They're little annoyances, but they probably won't show up in the color. Now we look over here, and this area right in here was this is a low spot. It's a plastic casting right through there. So we have a low in here, high in here, a little high where the red is, and a little low where the black is. And if I sand enough, I can probably sand that out. Then we have a little low spot here, and if you look right down in here, this line is a low spot. We have one here, and what I will do is I will sand out the low spots and just let them go. And then of course I sanded everything off the top of this deal. It's a special coloring way that I'm going to color this, and I'll show you. You won't understand it until after I do it, but it's a little trick of mine, and I think it's going to work pretty good. Now what I have to do is go in through these areas, and when you sand, you want to take your sandpaper here, right here, and you want to sand one angle at a time, either this angle, or this angle, or this top, or right here, or right here. And if you get too bored with one area, just stop, go to another area, because you don't want to go too far and go too through. Now on this one here, this, as you remember, is where I rebuilt the back of this, and I've just put on 2 coats of good sanding, 2 coats of good primer, and a little coat of blocking. I want to see if there's any major problems here. You just want to go a little bit at a time, just a little bit. Stop every once in a while. And you can already see that there's a high spot right here. There's a line right here. There's something here and here. And remember, I was working from this area here all the way down to here, all the way across, from here up to here, all the way through here. So I'll sand all this nice and smooth and get it where I want it, and then I'll block the rest of the headlight case. I know it's okay, but I'll block it anyway, and then we'll shoot it.